Reading class. Today you are working on 11.6 out of your GoMath textbook. If you have not, please grab pages 655 and 657 out of your GoMath textbook and come back to the video. Today our lesson is on using area models. Essential question: why can you multiply to find the area of a rectangle? All right, so you have learned that area is the total amount within an object, okay? I like to think of it like an area rug, all right? Maybe mom or dad have an area rug in the house, okay? Remember, an area rug is covering a certain area. Guess what? The amount of area that the area rug is covering would add up to be the area. I know, right? Okay. So always remember an area rug. Okay, it's the whole section that it covers is the area. All right, Christina has a garden that is shaped like the rectangle below. Each unit square represents 1 square meter. What is the area of her garden? Okay, don't forget that when we're labeling area, we always use the word square. Here we go. So first way we could do it, which is probably the easiest way but the most time consuming, would be to count all the squares. When I do this, I like to put a dot in each one so that I do not accidentally double count one or skip one. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay. Got 18. So there are 18 unit squares, so the area is 18 square meters. Okay? That's it. Super easy. Now, another way you can do it is repeated addition. So you could count the number of rows, count the number of unit squares in each row. So I have 1, 2, 3 rows. So all I'm going to do is go down and label how many are in each row. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have 6 in each row, so that means I'm adding up 6 plus 6 plus 6, which is 6, 12, 18. Okay? You also could write it as such. There are 3 rows of 6, and you know that rows of is a multiplication phrase. So the area is 18 square meters. If it was perimeter, we would just say meters, but it's area, so you have to say square. Okay, we could also use multiplication, which I kind of gave you a preview of there. So when you use multiplication, it's just like when we did arrays. We're going to label each side and then multiply. So I have 3 rows. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units in each row. So 3 rows of 6. And you know in an array you would do 3 rows of 6 equals 18, right? Put that there. I don't know why we have to write it twice. So the area is 18 square meters. So there's different ways you can find area. You can always sit and count up all the squares. You can add up each row or even add up each column. Okay. Or you can do it like an array if it's a rectangle or square and multiply rows times how many in each row. All right, flip it over. Find the area of the figure. Each unit square is 1 square foot. Think there are 4 rows of 10 unit squares. So this looks like an array to me, so I'm going to label it like one. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have 4 rows of 10. 4 times 10 equals 40. So this area is 40 square feet. If you were to count up all these square units, you would count up 40 of them. Look at the figure. Okay. First thing I'm going to do is label it. 1, 2, 3, bam. 1, 2, 3, 4, bam. Okay. I have 3 rows of 4. I could add them. Okay, there's 4 in each row, so that's 4 plus 4 plus 4, okay, which would be 4, 8, 12. Or I could multiply 3 rows of 4, and it equals 12. Either way, the area of this figure is 12 square units. Easy peasy, right? And again, if you checked your answer and went in here and counted all your units, there should be 12 squares. Okay, let's do some more. Find the area of each figure. Now, because we've already memorized our multiplication facts and because you have already learned arrays, I want you to pause the video and I want you to label and solve for all 4 of these and then come back and watch to check your work. All right, if you're back, you're ready to check your work on these 4 rectangles. So here we go. Number 2, I've got 2 rows of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 rows of 7. Okay, each unit square is 1 square foot. So that means I have 2 times 7 equals 14. Okay, 14 square feet, because feet is the plural of foot, right? I wouldn't say 14 square foot. So I'm going to abbreviate square. That would be SQ period. And I'm going to abbreviate feet. That would be FT. And that's the shorter way that you could write it. 14 square feet. There's another way you can write it too. Let me show you the other way. You can also say 14 square feet this way by writing feet with a little 2 up here. That's my kids' favorite ways to write it because it's probably the least amount of writing. But this little bitty 2 up here means squared. So these are the 2 ways that you can write area. All right, number 3, I've got 1, 2, 3 rows of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 3 rows of 5 equal 15 square feet. If you get one of these wrong, pause and figure out what's wrong, what happened. Now I'm going to be measuring in square meters. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 rows of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 rows of 8. So I've got 4 rows of 8, which I know equals 32. And now I'm doing square meters. So here's my meter and squared. That's it. It's very important that your 2 is tiny so it doesn't look like a normal size 2. All righty, 1, 2, 3, boom. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have 3 rows of 9, which I know equals 27 square meters. All right, next page. Go ahead and pause the video now that you've had some practice and checked your work, and hopefully you got them all correct. If not, here's your chance. Pause the video and label and solve for 6, 7, 8, and 9, and come back to the video when you have finished. All right, if you're back, that means you finished 6, 7, 8, and 9, and you're ready to check your work. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, boom, 1, 2, 3. So I have 4 rows of 3, which equals 12. And what am I measuring in? Each unit is 1 square foot. So 12 square feet is my area. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 4 rows of 5 equals 20 square feet. You can always check your work by counting up all the squares. Now I'm measuring in square meters. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have 5 rows of 8, which equals 40 square meters. All right, one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 rows of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's a perfect square. So 5 rows of 5 equals 25 square meters. Okay. All right, here we go. We're back to drawing. Draw and shade 3 rectangles with an area of 24 square units. Then write an addition or multiplication equation for each. Okay, so first off, we have to think about, I'm trying to find 3 different color markers. I got it. Think about what multiplication facts equal 24. Because we need that information in order to figure out what the length of our sides are going to be, right? So the first thing I know is, let me come up with 3 problems that equal 24. So I know that 4 times 6 equals 24. I know that 3 times 8 equals 24. And I know that 2 times 12 equals 24. There's 3 more multiplication problems you could make. Hopefully you understand what they are. So watch. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this one is 4 times 6 equals 24 units squared. Okay. Then I have 3 times 8. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And here I've got 3 times 8 equals 24 square units. Okay. And then I've got 2 times 12. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. And then this rectangle is 2 times. There's quite a few different rectangles that you could still make. So what I want you to do before you go to do your assignment is I want you to try to come up with your own 3 rectangles that are different but would equal an area of 24 square units.